How long was it from the time you graduated to getting your first clients?
It was just a couple of months after I completed the course. Then I guess it was really about halfway through. I was still struggling and trying to hold on to like that thing that I thought I was supposed to be doing, and
Mhm.
really realizing, wait a second, that's this other thing was already here. And this is actually what I really want to do. And kind of on a whim, I was like, I'm going to take this workbook and I'm going to lay out all of these things that I'm working on with this other project. And then it just hit me, oh my God, this is what I love. This is what I want to do. This is how this works. And really, it seemed like it was just a few days. Things just kind of opened up like a big gushing waterfall. And it was just like bam, bam, bam. And we were putting things out there on our social media. And within minutes, we're getting hits on what we were putting out there. Like, I don't know if that happens to everybody, but really, it's just a couple of months since I completed the course. And now we've got three people signed up already for our course that we're offering, and a waiting list of other people just waiting for us to create more classes for them. And they're going ahead and paying a deposit to secure their slot in each available class.
Amazing. I love it. That's what happens.
So we're at like 3 to 5 people per session, and we're at $5,000 a person.
You know how to communicate that value.
Exactly.
Once you do that, once you know that,
And people are falling all over themselves ready to, I mean, can I
got a
pay
waiting
now? Where do
list.
I pay? And
Mhm.
$5,000 is not even that much. I'm actually thinking it needs to be 7,500.
Yeah. They get the value. As long as the value's there, that's
Absolutely.
it. I love it. So what was your situation before we worked together?
I was feeling very frustrated. And so I had gotten to a point where I was feeling very stuck and throttled. And I have all of this creativity and all of these things that I still want to express. And this, I'm a very passionate kind of person, but no outlet for any of that. And I was trying to go back to something that I thought was going to be that outlet where, oh, maybe this is who I am, or maybe this is what I am, or maybe that's what I do. And when the universe had already brought this outlet for all this creativity right to me,
Mm.
and I was sabotaging myself.
Yeah, and sometimes we can't even see it. And that's a really good point because sometimes there's so much opportunity. We get stopped from that because it's like, okay, which direction do I go in? And so if you
Mm-hmm.
don't have that clarity or and somebody to walk you through to get you there, you're just gonna
Right.
keep spinning your wheels, feeling like a hamster on the wheel, staying stuck.
Exactly.
And look at 8 weeks, now you're on fire. So what specifically did you get from the program to get those results?
The confidence to just go ahead and you gave so many building blocks. So it's not like you're just pulling something out of the air and be like, oh, I'm going to charge $5,000 for this. Everybody will buy it. It's not that.
It won't
It doesn't work like that. That entire shifting of the mindset and your relationship with money and value and understanding, when you actually get the clarity, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what I have to offer, and just knowing the value, and it clicks and you're like jumping through the fear.
initially
Everything
there.
that you want is right on the other side of your fear. That process that you take us through of just getting the clarity and having the confidence to say, okay, here it is.
So you went from spinning your wheels, feeling throttled, as you would say, and clarity, complete confidence because you were so clear about what to do and how it all works to communicate the value to get the clients paying those.
Yeah.
What other specific things did you get from my program to get those results?
I love how it gives you the map and the tools, and it's all laid out there, and you just have to do it and you have to apply it. And it's complex, but it's simply orchestrated so that it's so organized and everything builds so perfectly. So take the time, listen to it, do the work, and don't skip anything. It lays out everything so perfectly so you don't miss anything.
Yes. Well, it's like I say often, it's like baking a cake, right? So if you follow the recipe, you get the beautiful cake in the end. You get the results. So same with building a business. You just follow the
Absolutely.
recipe, don't skip anything, don't substitute stuff because there's a science to it when you're baking and business. It's the same thing. You get a beautiful, successful business in the end. So did you have any fears before investing in me?
I was scared to death.
Yeah.
But that was part of my journey, is taking myself seriously enough to, so I had like part of the room on one of my credit cards, and then I had to go and ask my husband for the rest of the money.
Mm,
And I I don't like that.
mhm.
And even though we weren't in a position where we were hurting, I still really didn't like to have to go and ask him
Yeah.
that. But I did. And he was like, here you go. Believing in myself or taking myself seriously enough to do something for myself was like, that was a huge hurdle. I wasn't afraid that you were not going to have any value, or I wasn't afraid that the program was going to disappoint me. I never thought, oh, she doesn't really know what she's talking about. It was really just me knowing that I was worth spending
Mhm.
that money on. I know that if I take this seriously and I put myself into the program, then I will 100% be successful. I know that.
Yeah.
So it never was afraid of like, oh, am I wasting my money? Or, oh, I
Yeah.
could have bought, whatever. No, it's just that jumping through that hurdle of fear of prioritizing something that I really wanted to do and just being important enough to myself to invest in myself.
Yeah, a lot of people have the fear that they won't make the money back or that they won't get what they need. Maybe they've invested in some other programs that didn't deliver. But I always say, if you do the work, you'll get the result.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's amazing that you worked through that fear and that you really invested in yourself. You do the work, you can use it over and over again. It's pays for itself over and over again. And look at how quickly you paid it back.
Oh,
The
yeah.
investment's already paid back like within months. So
Mhm. Yeah. Tell everybody about you. I've been sending a lot of my other entrepreneur friends or people that I see need to know this stuff too.
yeah.
And it's so neat to just have the experience, and now having walked through the class and now having used the information, and now I can say, hey, you know what? I mean, if you're serious about that, then I think you should go sign up for that class.
Nice. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm here to serve. I'm here to help people get the results. So when they're ready, I'm here. So what do you think we did well to get you the results that we did?
I really appreciated how, whether there's one person or 100 people, you did exactly what was there to do. I appreciated the time, and the thing that I think that you have done that has helped me the most is you have been authentically you.
Yeah,
And
important.
I can see that, and I know that, and I feel that in every single thing that I read or watch or see of you. You're not just saying something that you learned out of a book, or that you or
Oh,
that somebody else said. Your authentic experience, and you focusing on those things for you,
yeah,
that's what helped me,
yeah,
because I see that and I want to do that. That's what I want to do. I told Serena in the first conversation, Heather has just, that little pebble has rippled out and touched all of the edges of my pond.
aw,
And I want to be that pebble in somebody else's pond.
yeah. And you are already. You're living it. It's amazing. So great. So what's a tip you have for others to get from where you were to get to where you are now?
Take yourself seriously
Mm.
and realize that you are the one that you're waiting for.
Mm,
You are the one that needs to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'm going to show up for you. You're worth it. Let's do the damn thing.
yeah.
Mm.
Everybody has such amazing gifts to give, and some know it, some don't. So I love uncovering that for people.
If we're always looking for something outside of ourselves to give us the go ahead to do everything that we want to do, then we'll be looking for that thing forever and we'll always be throttled.
There you go. Well, do you have any parting advice?
Jump through your fear,
Yeah.
and everything that you want is on the other side of your fear.
Yeah, for sure. What advice do you have for somebody who's kind of maybe thinking about getting into the program, but they're feeling so much fear that, or thinking they don't have the money, or thinking they need to think about it, or thinking they need to do more research or stuff like that?
Everybody that I've listened to, every book that I've read, every coach that I've listened to, everybody has this story of this point where they're at this place and they really know that they need something has to change. And you know what it is, but you block yourself from taking the step because you're afraid. It Fear is a liar,
That's the key.
and fear will keep you miserable and walking around in circles. Like, everybody has that story and it's all relative. It doesn't matter. The amount of money doesn't matter. Whatever that thing is, we all have the story. We all have the point where we came to this point, and the universe brings us this thing that's going to be the answer to help us get where we need to go. And we're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Do it. Just do it.
Amazing. Yeah, so cool. Thank you so much, Lydia.